Hello and welcome back to Mashinky. It is episode 3. We have set ourselves up with a bit of a money earner, and we're waiting for one of our trains to come ploughing through this field that we made a mess of in the previous episode. All in the name of progression, obviously, and that's what we got planned for today. More destruction, no doubt. And here comes our train. Yes, we need to get more tokens as we need to progress through to the second era and make our way at a decent rate towards the fifth era, which is what this series is, or season is all about. Season? I'm still not sure what I call these. Anyhow, yeah, so money should become less of a problem now, or money tokens. Where we're going to have to work a little bit on is the coal and lumber tokens, and we just set up our login facility somewhere. Is this the one? No, that's another passenger route. We got passenger routes galore. Here it is. I knew it was close to there. So as you can see, money not an issue. We've still got to do that deforestation, and we've still got to deliver the logs. We're doing that just passively. This train will continue to do that. We might need to put more on. What we'll do is we'll keep an eye on it. So far, we're at 122 there. We can expand this forest if need be. And since money isn't an issue, perhaps we can indeed. I would like to get a good throughput of logs into the sawmill. It might cause a few issues as it stands now. So what we'll need to do is flip into build mode. Are you playing along at home? Are you enjoying your playthrough? Let's get some auto signaling going on. We can level it out quite nicely. Should do. We don't really need it that long. We can drop it down to about 8. That might be nice. There we go. Cost us 6 coins. Let's put them on the right side, quite literally. There we go. You're all in. Brilliant. Now we've got some blocking to have multiple trains. We'll do the same with this section. Hopefully we don't overwrite anything. And make sure it's on the right side. There we go. Some more blocking. Now we do have extensions that we can use. Although the problem is we need to start making the lumber tokens first. Which means our goal today is to get this working and increase that. Look at how money's just going up so fast now. And increase the throughput around our map of all of these lumber and coal tokens. So in order to do that, I say we set up a lumber delivery system. System? Yeah, that works. It's a system. So we'll buy ourselves a new engine. And we're going to stick with a porter, I think. We're going to use our bold wings for our passenger lines. Or at least one, but we've got to remember it takes 2 coins. So for this one, we're going to go with a porter. You just said you're getting a porter, and then no, we're not going to put passenger cars on it. What we need to do is to take our lumber that's produced in the sawmill and deliver it to the tool works. We're near Laredo, and we're going to put on to the max. What's the weight? So the weight of one of these is 29 loaded to max, and we're at 42, so some math has to come in here. I think we can afford one more and get away with it. What does that slow us down to when we're full? I think we can get away with that. Here's the thing, you got to kind of weigh it up. Do you want to take more? Because they don't carry much, they only carry 7 per wagon. And eventually we're going to get bigger and better trains on there. And you know, it's only a few ton over. We don't seem to be slowing down too much. So I'm going to go with that. We're still running short. There's only 4 cars. We could double head it. That's probably a little excessive for now. So that's what we're doing. And I'm going to say he should find his way, but we're going to add orders to him anyway. Because we want him to go here first. So that he skips there and then go to, oh yes, you got to click it. Yeah, fortunately the AI pathing does take into account your one-way signals. We'll see how he does. I don't think being that far over, at least when he's empty, he's going to run at full speed. And I really don't think this should affect our top speed, given how short this journey is as well. If it was a longer journey, I would be hesitant to slow the train down too much. Now, Cole is going to have to share this. There are several ways we can do this. I think just a crossover here should do us just fine. So we're going to build that and get Cole going. Now, can we cross over just there? Because that would be absolutely perfect. We can. And we can probably join in just there as well. Which means we can change this to a chain signal to protect this entire block. So we're going to head out that way. We don't really need to worry about money. In fact, given our money, I would like to avoid hills. As it does slow your train down when you're climbing. So yeah, let's terraform with the bulldozer. We'll just get a little bit of flat land there, and we'll is that enough to head round? Perfect. There we go. Then we can make our way through. Okay, so we want to avoid a lot of forest. It's not too expensive. Do the little wiggle there. Should that be enough? That is perfect, isn't it? I normally save these wiggles to the end. I mean, thinking about it, and given that you can refund, I'm going to go with that. And then we're going to remove this bit. And that means the only point this train will slow down once it's onto the straight. Trains do slow down on corners. Now the only point it's going to slow down is on this corner, heading into a busy junction. Right, chain signals. I think this is a good place for a chain signal right here. That will chain with that one, which will look at these two. And I then feel like this is the perfect place for a chain signal. It doesn't matter about a short block signal there. We're going to switch this one to a chain signal. Can you do it? Now, you see, here's the issue I have. It would be nice if we could upgrade that. But we'll just delete it. The trains don't mind. I have chain signal there. And then we'll have a blocking signal after it. So that it can release. There we go, like that. Beautiful. And we'll have what I think would be a good idea here, because of our trains could possibly leave their rear ends at this junction, is a chain signal just there. We've got delivery of logs, which is going to give us 100 money tokens. Well done, your deliveries are making all the difference. Our sawmills are already producing timber and our warehouses are filling up. As we agreed, here's your reward. Brilliant. Now we've got to do delivery of lumber, which we just started. I don't actually remember the order of the quest, so that was fortunate. They do tend to progress with your initial growth, so that's great. And I just noticed that is two-way. We want that one-way. Everything's going great, our bosses are happy, and that's quite rare. Wait, am I the boss? No, he works for somebody else, doesn't he? I hope it stays like this for a long time. If you're interested, I have another offer for you. Our sawmills are producing more timber than our horse-drawn carriages can handle. So there we go. Basically, we've got to deliver 200 lumber tokens, and that will give us money tokens and lumber tokens as a reward. Don't want to postpone or refuse. I'm happily going to do that. You see all our signals are green at the moment. Right, so yes, I don't want any trains in this block. So this signal here is going to protect that. And that's going to be like that. Also, we need a blocking signal here, don't we? Which means I would like to change this one here into a chain signal so we don't have any trains backing up. At the moment, it should be fine. They should sneak in there. But later on, we might have longer trains, and that will become an issue. So plan for the future. Now this entire chain here leads up to that block signal. But this one, where the next block signal is quite a way away, is fine. That we shouldn't have long trains doing that. If we do, we'll change it. Okay, let's finish our track building. We're going to plow through some lovely fields. I'm going to say it. I think that might change before too long, and it will be more expensive to go through fields. We'll do our wiggle there. Do it at the last second. There we go. Beautiful. Little wiggle there won't matter. You're going into the station. Right, now we need to... we'll auto block all of this. That's the right side, isn't it? Yes, there we go. That's all blocked. And we'll get to see all this in action shortly. And that will be our coal setup. Okay, let's get a coal train on the go. Our first coal train. Now, I am tempted to have that as a porter, because that's got a long way to go, and I would like it to be able to carry. See, we're already full up here. There are some extensions on here where it's down here, coal hoppers. So you'll increase the capacity of coal only by 500 and increase the loading speed of coal only by 100. But we're going to need tokens. We're a long way off of that. So we're going to do that for now. 200 max. We might need a few of these coal trains, as we might need a few of the lumber trains, but we can only see that in working once things are running and we can monitor it. Okay, let's get our first Baldwin on. This guy has 400 brake horsepower, so much beefier. We're going to get you on. You're going to cost us 2 coins to operate, but we're going to upgrade our passenger services soon, hopefully. We'll check on those after we've got this running. Wagons. What wagons do we need? We need coal. We have 2. Unfortunately, we're not really making enough coins to have too many of the lenses on, which to me seem a better proposition. Maybe we could put some lenses on and then go with the Talbots to finish it off. We can get 2 on there at the moment. So we'll put 2 of them on. That'll give us 9. And then we'll just use these. Nothing seems to be using wood for running costs, so it doesn't matter that we go to 0 on that. Right, let's make sure we don't go too far over, because this is a long distance. These are 25. See, one more is going to take us over. That's very awkward. That's not much, is it? What's that? 18 plus 12? Well, I don't... Maybe. It's not too bad, is it? Is that 30? 18 plus 12, yeah. You know what? Go with it. You're fine. We need to send you to there first and then go to there. Oh, again, I told you. Every time I expect that to be a toggle. There we go. It's let him out. We need a signal though, don't we? I mean, we don't. It's not really important because it's only a depot management system, isn't it? There we go. Now you're free to go. We kind of do want that one way though. Just there. Other way. Otherwise you'll never be able to get back in. That works. We got our logs still going. We're keeping up with production. This train should just do a loop and head that way. It's going to be much quicker, fortunately. It can take 30. And then if we look at our lovely... what is this? A toolworks, yes. Look at our toolworks here. For every 4 planks we take in there, we're going to get 2 lumber coins as it produces them. And for every 3 coal we take in there, we get a coal coin or token. And we have various extensions we can use. This one might be a good one. For an extra 5 planks, we gain 3. So that'll be 4 and 5 is 9. Gives us 5. There you go. That's better throughput. I don't think we're really worrying about that just yet. We might set up some more money lines. I definitely feel like duplicating this train is going to be a thing though. Although no, we are keeping up with demand. In fact, the demand is not greater than what we can carry. Our capacity is higher. As you remember, that got up quite high, didn't it? So what we can do then, let's go to extensions. Let's build as a nursery and double the throughput here. And we'll build that just there. There we go. Now when we go into beauty mode, you'll see we've got more trees cut down. That gives us an extra log. And I feel that would allow us to... we don't need to go in this mode to get a train. That would allow us to duplicate this train. So let's quickly do that. Duplicate... Is this the logging train? Yes. Duplicate that. and go. You should just head off there and be fine. Brilliant. And that's where this blocking all comes in. Let's take a look at our big money earner, the big passenger line. How are our trains doing? They're only carrying 50 of 75, but that is closer than what it was before. Our towns, how is Houston doing? Now we're here. I need to correct myself as per usual. Train's making his way up there. We've got plenty of money, so we don't need to worry. Do you remember in the first episode? We're going to go back to the first episode where I clicked on the town hall for each building, what I consider the town hall, because it's right where the name is pointing to. And I said, this isn't working. I never knew that. Is that a bug? Not a bug. Guaranteed it's not a bug now. And then I wrongly assumed you had to wait for the town to upgrade or expand before it kicked into action. Thanks to someone in the comments for confirming, because I missed this. But if you click on this and see catchment area, when we first placed these stations, the town halls were not within the catchment area. That is what was going on. So they wouldn't produce. The only time a house will produce is when it's in the catchment area. There we go. We've cleared that up. You learn by your mistakes. We've got 2 trains running on here. This one's only got 35. It's going to take a while for these to start growing. However, they have just expanded again, and we'll make sure everything is in the catchment area. Yep. So we're going to get full money on all of that. You can press escape to close the windows. So that's nice. We're going to be getting more people there. And we're going to slowly get more people up by Houston too. Probably going to take a while. Yeah. A few more runs. Now then, let's go this way. This was our original run. The one that could tick over smaller amounts, although it is slightly over 100%, which is great. Sacramento is up to 5. That's amazing. It's a level 5 town. And this is a level 4 town at Omaha. It does reach everything. We obviously have a lovely church at Omaha. And our other route here, that's going to take a while. We've still got decent money. Probably don't need 2 trains on this one. In fact, we probably don't need 2 trains. Well, where are you? There's 2 ways you could look at this one. We're just going to slowly earn out. There we go. We started earning our first bit of coal. We'll keep an eye on that in a second. As I want to talk to you about what my plans are. It's all about setting up. Because there's no AI in this game, immediately visible, I can, which I don't mind personally, I always find when I play a game that has no visible AI that the terrain and efficiency is the competition. So how quickly can you get stuff running and how quickly can you progress through the eras? For me, it's a time thing. I mean, we're in 1928 at the moment. Unless we should really either increase throughput on there, which is a bit expensive given our current situation. Do we have a midway blocking signal? Yes, we do. Okay. Ah, that's what I was... Yes. We could expand this, but I don't think we got enough trains running these lines to worry about it. For instance, we could put a little platform in here and send it that side. And yeah, and that would go straight into here and we could avoid this bit. That I wouldn't mind doing at some point, but only when we need to. Because at the moment, we're really not pushing it, are we? We've got 63 waiting. Remember, we did upgrade our forest. Anything else we can afford forest-wise? No, it's going to be a while before we can get tokens. So the only other thing I can think of, can we find another situation like we just had there, where there's coal, a tool works, and a lumber mill, all close together? I mean, we've got tool works and lumber literally next to each other there. That's a nice little journey. Well, we could use either that one, or both. We could supply this lumber mill as well. And then I think we've set up this platform, if I remember correctly. Yeah, we don't accept any of those. So we could set up another station, maybe a little further away, that just clips the sawmill. The only problem I have there is we'd have to come over the passenger line. We could build a bridge. That's an option. I mean, it would look cool as well, wouldn't it? Or we could create another crossover. I mean, how much would a bridge cost us? That's the question. Bridges. How much would a bridge cost to go over the top here? If we aim there, it takes 3 tiles. So if we right click that, would that create the bridge for us? Nope. Would this create the bridge for us? No. We need quite a bit of distance there, don't we? We need to go something like that. There we go. So what's that? 3 the side. And do you know what? It only costs 147. And then we get a nice little bridge out of it. Or, like I said, we could just have a crossover. And given the frequency of the passenger train, although the frequency of the login train is going to be much quicker, isn't it? Should we have a double bridge? So we need to go 3 out. Let's see if we can do this straight off. 3 out. That's perfect. It's 147. It's pricey. We can have a wood bridge, which is 31 miles per hour. For 280, we can have a stone bridge and set us up for the future. And given our money throughput, do we go with a stone viaduct? I kind of like that idea. Let's do it. And we're set then for a long time. And we could even do that, but I don't think so. Maybe we'll have it. Do you know, how much money have we got? We've got loads, haven't we? If we do that, let's just do it. Let's have something crazy going on. Actually, do we want it there? Or could we have it closer? Let's put it in the station. Let's do this. Let's put in a station right there. I know it doesn't touch at the moment. Let's take it a bit away from the track. You go in there. We'll go into the station builder. And we'll add as decorations a platform just so we can grab onto that. We shouldn't be reaching any passengers. And hopefully, let's get out of this. Hopefully it won't accept it. Brilliant. And yes, we could also have a bridge going this way. Would that work for us? Would be nice. Let's spend our money on cool bridges. That would go straight there, wouldn't it? Will that work? Oh, that's brilliant. That's brilliant. Get in there. Absolutely building a viaduct. We are spending all the cash today. And we're going to come round into there. I like that. Which means we can branch off to our toolworks from here. Straight from the sawmill. We're going to share platforms at the moment. We don't mind that. We'll build our other platform station down here. And hopefully we can do the same with this forest. What we could also do is build a nursery straight away. That might just reach this. Oh, typical. It's okay. This is where our platforms come in. And it will give us a nice little ledge as well. I don't know whether it gives us... Does it give us some steps up there? No, it's just a strange platform hovering up. I was hoping to get some of those steps we had at the other station that we built that was above ground. Right then. Let's link you up. Excellent. And oh, what have I pressed there? Keeps doing that. I'm not sure what that is. You get in there. And we've got it all linked up. We'll auto signal this for now. All the way. Will that be it? Let's try and get it about there. We could go one more. No, one more's too much. What about 10? 10's too much. We'll stick with 8. I kind of like 8. We'll go there. And we'll go there. We might need to do something. Ooh, can you have signals on the bridge? That's a bit snazzy. I thought that wasn't a thing. That must be new. Or my memory could just be terrible. Both are valid. Anyhow, we are building up some supply there. Where is the coal mine we're going to use? Possibly this one, because it's out the way. Yeah, and it's about the closest, isn't it? Let's set up that one. The more coal and lumber tokens we can get running through, the better. And coal tokens are eventually going to be a source of fuel for us. Oh yes, for our faster trains that we can get later on. We should put in a headquarters, shouldn't we? That should be a thing we do today. So I can show you guys that. Which way around do we want to do this? Probably just like that. That should start filling up the platform. Now we can share this. We can come in this way. Oh no, why was I was going to take it there. That would have been awkward. We're going here, aren't we? Yeah, there we go. We can go across like this, I believe. Yep, it's a bit pricey. Look at how quickly we're going through our money tokens, though. But hopefully our throughput should allow us to do fancy buildings like this. Actually, that looks like a candidate for a bit of terraforming. Unnecessary. There we go. Now we should be able to just head down here. We got a new quest. Let's have a look at that. We now have delivery of coal. I'm a busy man. I don't have time to mess around. Ooh, you're so stern. The demand for coal from Toolworks is increasing. I have a number of mines with rich seams. I want you to transport it to them as quickly as possible. I don't care how you do it. You won't regret it. Get on with it. He muttered something and left. Well, isn't he a one? Why is a lobbyist getting involved in coal? I wonder. Apparently, although he seems like we should do it at a fast rate, he doesn't seem to care as he's not put a time on it. This one, is it this one? Not that one. This one, however, has indeed got a time limit. And it's tricky, if we remember correctly. It's 10 years. Maybe we should set that up. I don't know. It's a bit unfortunate, the distance. We can kind of afford it. Our trains are forever bringing us money. Now, how should we do this run? We should really aim for keeping it straight, right? As least amount of turns as possible. Which, if we head that way, would bring us something like that instead. And we could head like that way round. Maybe. I mean, the only problem we got here is we've got a few... Oh no, look, it just slides... Ah, I didn't have to do much of that terraforming. Can you go in? No. Go in there with just one curve. Oh no, do that. That's fine. But then our slowdown point's only there rather than some weird wiggle in between. I'll take it. I will take that. Get rid of this. Let's do the same this side. We'll put our wiggle right at the end. Let's build some more track. We can go over that, can't we? And head down there and then around. Would that take us about right? Probably didn't need to go that far. Let's build this out and then see where we need to be. We can always delete back. Okay, we can get it just there. That's beautiful. We'll delete that extra track. Bit expensive, or needlessly expensive. I'm not sure whether you get a full refund on tracking or deleting it, removing it. Probably not. You don't in most games. Well, let's put the signals in. Make sure they're all on the right side. And same there. Brilliant. So we're going that way, are we? Is that right? Have I put these all on the wrong side? No, you're fine. The only problem we got there... Oh no, we don't have a problem, do we? Our logging camp is going the other way, is the problem we got. Or is that a problem? It is, isn't it? We've got our logging camp going that way. Oh dear. Okay, so let's think about this. How do we achieve a connection from our sawmill into here? I guess we come out... No, we can do it. Think about it, Grand. Come on. Not difficult. We can come round here. Like that. Which I don't mind. And then we can head off that. In fact, let's do it after the station. I don't mind the beginning of the station. They can both wait either side. After the station, I would like a signal. So we come round there and avoid everything, I hope. Beautiful. Alright then, let's put a blocking signal there. And there's one there already. We'll need one here at the bottom of the bridge. Just for maximum throughput. I don't think we'll need chain signals there. And I don't think we'll need them there either. That'll do for us. Releasing signal there. And a releasing signal there. And we'll fill the rest up with blocking signals. All in about the right place. And the same for here. All that way. There we go. That should work for us. We're all set up. We'll get some trains that I should have been... shoulda, coulda, woulda. I should have been setting up the warehouse and getting some trains out. However, we do have a warehouse we can use. Right, not a warehouse, a depot. Right here. That we can utilize. We can bring it off that way, no doubt. Or we could have something fancy right here, which I'm a little bit dubious about. No, let's not, because it's a single track. We could trip over ourselves with that. So what we're going to do is we're going to send this out, and then we can maybe use that to branch out to more areas from there, if there's anything close. And then what we can do is we can block this with a signal, and that one. That will work for us. In fact, that needs to be two-way, unfortunately. That should work for us. We'll put a two-way signal there, so it doesn't affect any of this track when trains are running down here. There we go. I think we're safe there. We won't block anything. Let's get our first login train on up here. We need to... Let's get out of that mode so we can see our train come out. We'll notice our tokens are creeping up quite rapidly, and eventually we're going to be able to afford to expand the industries and get the most throughput as possible from each of our industry areas. We can stick with porters for logging trains. Wagons, go with logging. How many do we need? Is it one more? 21? I think it's one more. That's right. How many is that? 5. Okay, orders. You are going to go to this forest first. You can start now. Then you're going to... Oh, I remembered. I almost didn't. I kind of went there, didn't I? And then you're going to stop there. That should be you. Sorted. Whether we'll need more trains? Probably. Eventually. Which way are you going to go? He did make me worry a little bit there. Collect your reward. We've delivered the timber. So we're going to get 100 coins. Money tokens. And we're going to get 20 lumber tokens. Wow, you saved my bacon. And my company's owner too. I'm glad we found such a reliable business partner. Yes, we're now business partners. There we go. So we've got that going. We've got that going. So we've set that up. We'll set up a new lumber train as well. And we might go one over. Should we see what it's like running full first? Where is our other one? They're very close to each other. Okay. He's not keeping up with demand. That's good news in a way, because we can run an extra lumber train if need be, or get a faster engine on it. And you go a bit quicker. There we go. We'll speed it up. Let's see how much speed he loses when he's full. It takes them a bit of time to load, which I don't mind. That's fairly realistic. We lose 1 mile an hour. That is worth it, in my opinion. Definitely worth it. Let's just double check. Yeah, look, our lumber bit here is just short as well. Yes, we're doing it, guys. We're gonna overburden you when you're full. We will only lose 1 mile an hour. Totally worth it. Okay, let's get back on the depot here. Wagons. We need lumber. Let's stick you on there. 2, 3. It's one more, right? Yeah. Then we go to 171. Set your first order to be picking up from the sawmill. And now you can go, and then your next one will be delivery to the toolworks, and hopefully that just works. Alright, that's our second train. Hopefully we have no issues here. We shouldn't do, we're signalled up quite nicely. This is two-way, so we're blocked only coming that way, which shouldn't happen. In fact, I don't know why that's even two-way. That's just needless. Let's just put you one way. There we go. One way. He should pull up to that signal. And he'll head over the bridge, which is fantastic. Now then, let's set up... I'm going to go with what we had before, but I think we can do a better job on the coal train for this one. We'll go with engines. We're going to go with the Baldwin again. It's costing us 2 coins, you'll remember. I think we can maybe afford almost all these lenses. Let's do it. One more. And it's 36, right? So we can afford one more of these. Both in coin. That is perfect. There we go. That gives us 36 capacity. Slightly more. 6 more. And we're running exactly to spec on our weight. But we're only 3.34. That's almost like you could run a double-headed train with 8 carriages on it. Carriages? Wagons. We're not putting people in them. Although, needs must. Cattle class. Okay. Where are we? We need to zoom out a little bit because I want to... where's that station? It's all the way over there. Let's get your orders, sir. We can close this now. We're not buying anything else. You are going to start orders over just there. Now you can go, and then you're going to be taking all that coal into the tool works. Alright, let's end this episode by trying to upgrade this train. Can we afford it? We need 2 more, which is 32, so by the time we get there we might be able to afford it. Can we take our coal train? Where is our coal train? Here he comes. We're keeping up with it. Now we're over demand. You see that? The station is running out, but we're not keeping up with the lumber there. I would like to replace you if possible. I'd like you to be replaced with a porter, which is the same as what we've got. How do we do this? Select new porter. Oh, that's not what I thought. I'm going to have to look at this. I'm not entirely sure. Do we drag them? How do we do this? So we add this, do we? Select old is the porter. That's what we got, right? Yes. So we add that. Wagons. We... which... I don't know what's going on here. This is going to take some working out, isn't it? I think I understand. Apply to all. No, not all. Which one's my coal train? Can we extend this maybe? Can we make this big? Ah, here we go. Now I can see them. There we go. Right, where's our... I don't understand this. This isn't working as I originally expected it to. Place that with that. And then we can add it. Okay. Okay. Can we add that twice? No, this isn't do. I thought we'd build a con system, replace it. It's that one, isn't it? What we want to do is replace them with that. Will that work? Will that replace any of those with these? New. No, I've done it the wrong way around, you Burke. Those. Get rid of these. Remove those. And then those with those. Add. Then replace. There. Now do it. Will that work? Hey, experimentation time, isn't it? That to me should work. The old trains is that layout, and it should replace them all with lenses. Don't click that. Whatever you do, Grand. You would change all your trains. Right, okay. What are you up to? You off to the depot to get replaced. I am certainly intrigued to see how this goes. We're going to fast forward it and see what happens. Here he comes. There. Get in there. What are you going to do? Are you going to come out with all lenses on them? Because you can't replace all like you can some games and they just instantly... Not enough tokens to... Why? To replace train. You've got all your stuffs on though. Have I broke it? I'm not entirely sure. So I'm just going to do that manually. Did it not sell the other ones? I feel like I've been gypped out of some money here, haven't I? What on earth? Will he finally be replaced once we've got the tokens? Well, this was an unfortunate experiment. Oh, I guess you don't get the full money back, do you? So I shouldn't have replaced any of the lenses. Yeah, that was my fault. It's okay. Are you being replaced slowly? I'm not entirely sure. It seems like yeah, there we go. It's using it. I just saw it use it. Used it again. Oh, this is going to take forever, isn't it? I regret everything, guys. I think I'm... When we're this close on tokens for replacement, we do that manually. Oh, normal speed, please. Delivery of coal is done. So we get a nice 20 coal there. Thank you. But we've still got issues with this train. I feel like it's just sitting there eating tokens. What are you up to? I just saw it eat 8 tokens there. And again. Okay, are you just going to constantly eat tokens? What are you doing, train? Train 8 is eating 8 tokens at a time. You've just eaten another 8. How many are you going to eat? Was this a bad idea? I think this was a bad idea. Surely we had enough tokens for that. I've royally messed this up. You keep eating 8 tokens. What are you doing with them? I'm a little concerned. I'm tempted to leave it running for science, so you guys can learn from it maybe. And me. Come on, what are you eating? Why you keep eating 8 coins at a time? I'll edit this into something more manageable. By the way, we're not going to just sit here doing this until there's a conclusion. I feel like I should leave it running for now, but that looks broken to me. You've eaten like so many coins. So many lumber tokens are being eaten right now, and we're not making any coal. Although coal doesn't seem to be the issue. Okay. No, you just eat... How many times have we seen 8 tick by? That's got to be at least. And how much do they cost? Wagons. How much do these cost? 16 is only 2 ticks of this 8, and there's only 4 trains. I'm fairly sure that's ticked up more than twice, and we've got nothing back from it either. Yeah, what are you doing? That looks utterly broken. Will you just hang on? Was that train just permanently being replaced? I bet it was. Look, he's got all the wagons on. Well, you know, you live and learn. I don't like that method. It's quite messy. Yeah, I'm not going to use that again. We wasted so many lumber coins just having him permanently being replaced. Not happy with that. It's not a bad idea, but I'm not impressed with it. I mean, if anybody else has had any better luck with that, it might work better. I don't know. I don't like that. I'll do it manually. If we need to replace trains, we'll do it manually. It could have been a coincidence then, because he costs 84 brand new. So that would have been 10 ticks. It might have been a coincidence. But it seems less so that the fact I clicked that and he came out. Alright. Well, we're not buying one of you anytime soon. How are we doing here? We're not fulfilling demand. What can we get on here? I would like to put a clearing on. There we go. Let's put a clearing on. And give us a little... Where can we put that? Just there. Boom. You go in there. So we have like a little clearing area. Just there. And we zoom in. We've got a little shed. You can even hear the sound effects when you zoom into this. Great. That should increase our throughput here, and we'll keep an eye on that. Right. That has been an interesting experimental episode 3, along with a setup of a fully working Toolworks again. We're going to keep an eye on the throughput here. We're going to make sure that everything is being pulled out to the max when we come back. We've got plenty of money. Time to progress. Build at least 3... Oh, that's nice. We get some lumber and some coin. Look how many coins we got. We're really going to have to increase our lumber throughput. If I remember correctly, lumber tokens are a big hurdle early on. So what we should do is make sure that we can push that through to the max. Will that give us over here... Where are we? Will that give us more logs? Are we keeping up with these logs? We're not. Can we do that extension? We need 7. Could we be more efficient at the sawmill, perhaps? We could build... That looks like a That looks like a bonus to me. That looks amazing. Let's put an employee quarters in just there. Actually, right on the corner. There we go. And we'll look at that. That's amazing. Look at the little employee quarters. So now we've got a bit more value for our money there. As we've got 4 for 3, which is quite good. We had 3 for 2. Now we've got 4 for 3. Alright, that's been episode 3. Thank you for watching. I'm not sure about the replace trains. I might have to mess with that a bit before I touch that again. Or drop a comment below if you've got any ideas about what I was doing wrong, other than not possibly having enough tokens to replace it. Here comes our logging train, delivering our amazing logs there, that are hopefully going to start getting our throughput of lumber back up. We'll probably add another one of these whole sections in. In fact, what I might do for episode 4, I'm going to build us another one of these setups and have that running ready for the beginning of the episode and make a big push into the second era. What do you reckon? Would that be a good thing? We've seen me build it already. We'll obviously go and take a look, but I'll build it off camera, and we'll take a look at the new one. And then obviously we're going to monitor our passenger services. Money is already not an issue, so we don't need to worry about that. Although we might still make more passenger routes just so we got more money. Game saved successfully. Thank you. That's been a long one then. It's been an hour of recording, but that's because there was a lot of fast forwarding. Alright guys, until next time, take care.